Eljo, somebody said, it seems like you got that down pretty good. I'm like, I've been doing it since I was 5 years old, so I hope so. Hey, I don't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, man, about that ninja movie. Because this is how we're feeling, dude. This is how we live it, people. I want to get back to the most important part. The video cut out on the most important part, okay? And that important part was the main character, which is the little samurai apprentice, the guy with the red flaming hair. He's like a movie star kind type that they came to apprentice to. This little dude, when they were inside, when the little kid went into his dream to kill his soul, like the dream master told him, this kid was dying of tuberculosis. And he changed his mind at the last minute and woke the motherfucker up, and the guy waking up realized how to return to the material world was to kill yourself in dreamland, and which is another heavy duty theme, dude. But in doing so, he asked the kid, why'd you change your mind? And he told him, well, because, and he goes into this backstory, dude, and it showed you when he went into your soul, when I went into your soul, your heart appeared to me as little children of light. They were like these little star, like children, dude, like shaped like a star, where the 2 points were the legs, 2 points were the arms, and the 1 point on top was the head. And they were like these little bright star kids, and they were like holding his hand. He's like, where's the soul? Where's your soul at? And they were like, and they fucking helped him. And he was explaining how, in doing that, he had returned to a love and a childlike state of running and happiness. And he hadn't had anybody in his life. And his heart, dude, appearing as these little children of light, like showed him love and acceptance. And on the journey to find the soul, they were like, he was saying, like, I asked your heart to show me where your soul was so I could destroy it, because that's what would make me happy. And your heart was asking, what's wrong with me? What would make me happy? What can I do to make you happy? And they showed me where your soul was. And when it was there, it was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. It was like a mirror of glass, but it was water, dude. And he was stepping on it, and there was like a light in the horizon. It was really cool and beautiful. And he said, like, that's what I was looking for in life. Like, the guy can't give me that, what I just found. And so I'm like, you need to wake this motherfucker up, and, maybe you could save everybody before it's too late, because this dream guy is full of shit. And you know what I mean? And this dude's like, I'm dying of tuberculosis. This is the best I could have ever even hoped for. I'm ready to die now. Just having known love and friendship, and like went on this little journey. And it was like, wow, dude, that's like fucking heavy ass shit, dude. Like designed for children, right? Like they're like severing fucking body parts. This movie, by the way, is rated R, dude. Okay? I'm not gonna go watch a fucking G-rated ninja movie. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I was like, yes, dude, severe blood and gore. And there was no sexual theme, nothing to it. So, that's cool. But, a lot of violence and gore. But, man, the themes and the fucking characters and what they were, like, doing, dude, was wow. And then just even in him waking up and then waking his buddies up and deciding that they're going to, like, try to kill this demon and save the train before daylight, it was a good fucking movie, dude. It says a lot about, and the main character, dude, fucking spoiler alert, if you're into Demon Slayer, it's like it's big in the ninja community, it's huge. People have been doing it. I've seen that sword, people have been making that sword already, real ones. And I'm like, what? That's kind of lame with the fucking flaming Tsuba on it. But I see why, because it was that character. But they killed that character, dude. He died. He died killing that fucking demon. And the demon said, become a demon. You're not like these fools. You have what it takes, and then you can live forever. Fuck them. What do you want? And he said, fuck them. I'm, they're the reason that I'm anything. I was charged with protecting humanity, people, and I'm like, the dream state, the one thing when I keep like returning to the dream state and coming back, the one thing that's always there is love, dude. My family members, the souls of other people I love, and like we're in each other's dreams. Like that's real. And now that I'm dying, I see my mother in the fucking horizon going like this, like that's real. And I'd rather have that than live forever in this shit. And so, you know, this is why the guy is like, hand is through his chest. I'll post that video. Okay, now that I told you guys about this, I'll put up that video. I edited it a little bit because my phone has the ability to pause while you're filming and then unpause it and it'll, you know, slide back in. So I hit that a couple times to get some lines to drop off or to, you know, like have it flash so you could tell that like stuff's been removed, just to, you know, so that it stays up for a while. You get around the copyright and keep it under 2 minutes. So I'll show you guys that one. I'll post that. Just so fucking deep, dude, and so heavy. And all the human characters that were on this train, they all had this lifeless kind of, they all had bags under their eyes and they were just going through the motions like, yeah, it was cool, dude. The beginning couple of demons, when they started off with the action, dude, before all that plot came into it, there was like some cool fight scenes, and they used the electric guitar, man. Whenever a fight scene would come in, it was always like dun, 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 like fucking hardcore electric guitar riffs. It was fucking cool, dude. Really good direction. And it had a fucking meaning, dude. It's crazy. How fucking crazy is that, dude? Not as crazy as you, Eljo, writing all this shit down, dude. Like, I actually write this fucking shit down, dude. Oh, guess what? Chicken butt. You want me guys to tell you how we lost our $100 Supreme beanie? Or did I already do that? I think you already did that, Eljo. You're getting yourself confused. Go into why you even went to watch a ninja movie in the first place. And that was because I binge watched Game of Thrones. I never watched Game of Thrones before, you guys. I thought it was just dialogue and lame fucking like medieval shit. I didn't know it had dragons in it, dude, and fucking zombies. What the fuck, dude? I saw that shit, dude. I binge watched that shit. I binge watched and got fucking hooked, dude. That shit is fucking sick, dude. What? Dude, it was so sick and it made such an impression on me that when I woke up the next day, I had the same feeling like when I find or buy or acquire a new ninja weapon. Okay? And I actually, like, I swear to God, I actually went through my arsenal looking for the new weapon. And I'm like, wait, I must have bought it on eBay or fucking Amazon and it's going to be delivered. And I like go back, I'm like checking all my order histories and shit. I'm like, Eljo, there's nothing there. Like I woke up feeling like I acquired a weapon, dude. How fucking crazy is that? That's funny, right? So then I'm like, well, I mean, I don't want to let myself down. Now I gotta like acquire a weapon, right? So I'm like, so I found a really cool karambit. First of all, I was watching this guy fight snake style, okay, which is like very fluid, you know, a lot of back and forth, a lot of switching stances, dude. So it's really tricky to defend against. And he was using a karambit, and the top of the karambit, which by the way, Spiky Mikey was in the movie, dude. Okay? Spiky Mikey is the shit. We're just going to use Spiky Mikey as an example. Because Spiky Mikey has it. See how Spiky Mikey has that V right there? That could be used as a trap. If something's coming in at you, see, you can shove things out of the way with it, you know? It's not a very big one, but his karambit had that, dude, but more it was more pronounced, so it gave more knuckle protection and stuff. And so I was like, "What?" And he was like showing all his techniques for um, blocking with that karambit and then getting in and you know, a finishing cut or all these arteries. And I was like, dude, okay, I need a karambit with that little fucking knuckle in it. I don't even. It's hard even to find one like that, you guys, right? So just got on a ninjutsu kick like that, and then I was like, oh, what? There's a R-rated mainstream ninja movie out right now. Oh, a couple of them, dude. Mortal Kombat. That's what we really went to see. We went to see Mortal Kombat, and I was an hour late, so I was like, I don't want to go into. Even though we probably would have been okay, because just like you know what I mean. I don't know, unless it's really good. But the first one, it wasn't that spectacular, okay? And you know what I'm saying. But that's why we went to see that ninja movie. So I thought I'd tell you guys, all about that. And we had so I want to get into a couple of techniques too because I've been slacking on the ninja techniques. So I'll show you guys a couple at the end. Very important knife and small arm. Could work for swords too, but technique that will never fail you, dude. And it's really, really good. It's important to know. So we're gonna get into that. First, I want to talk about Steven Seagal, dude. What the fuck is up with Steven Seagal, dude? Steven Seagal looks crazy as fuck. He looks like a fucking psychotic Fu Manchu, dude. He actually grew a Fu Manchu. He obviously uses just for men because it's like an abnormally, like, when the black is like a little too black? You know what I mean? And he, like, you're over 50 years old, bro. It should not be that black at all. And it's like that black. So you can tell he uses like some kind of product to dye his Fu Manchu black. And then he's got the Coke bottle glasses, just like the fucking stereotypical Asian guy in all the Bugs Bunny cartoons from the fucking 40s, dude, when we were at war with Japan, Yeah, he's like this stereotypical, like, bro, you're not doing Japanese culture any fucking favors, Mr. Seagal. Fucking stop, dude. You look crazy as fuck for one. And then, like, dude, he went to go see Vladimir Putin, right? Remember that? What the fuck is that? Like, okay, I get it, dude. All right, whatever. But then he just went to see Maduro, that Venezuelan dictator that has said like he would bomb the U.S. or he would host fucking terrorist organizations to allow them to bomb, like fuck the U.S. and like all that shit, dude. Why would you be there? Why would you be there with that guy? Out of like all the people in the world, why would you fuck with that guy, dude? I don't get it. It's just weird. It's weird. And like, so if Steven Seagal, or United States government, I hope to shit you got that motherfucker on a goddamn watch list. I don't trust you, Steven Seagal. You're fucking weird, dude. You were like super cool. You were the guy. You went from the guy to fucking weird. Is that what money does to you? I don't know. Don't do me any fucking favors. I'll tell you that. Jesus fuck, dude. Pretty weird, dude. Like, it's strange. Think about it, dude. He was a police. He was with the fucking New Orleans police. So what happened? It was too hard for you? Or like they ain't getting the love no more? So like you split? Like, bro, I seen the whole reality show. Like Steven Skull's like rolling up on people, dude. He rolled up on a guy in his driveway, sitting in his driveway with his gun. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm sitting in my driveway. I wanted to smoke a joint. How we don't smoke in the house? He's like, why you got the gun? He's like, nigga, in case somebody runs up on me. Like, I'm sitting in my driveway smoking a joint. Like, what the fuck? This ain't a good neighborhood. What the fuck, Steven Seagal? Like, come on, Steven Seagal. You mean, like, how do you go from that, busting people's balls in fucking New Orleans, to going and seeing the Venezuelan dictator? Like, dude, let me tell you something. Nobody in America will ever have anything to do with or ever even fucking come into contact with Venezuela, dude. Unless you know or meet a person from Venezuela. That's the closest you're ever going to come. Possibly. Every now and then, maybe. A few of us in our lifetime. might meet somebody from Venezuela. Otherwise, dude, what the fuck do you give a shit? Unless it's because they shitted on America. And so, what the fuck is up with you? How do you go from being a police upholding the law of America to visiting people that shit on America? Dude, and he gave Maduro a really nice samurai sword. What the fuck is that, dude? What the fuck is that, dude? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Steven Seagal? It's weird. Go YouTube it, you guys. Go look at this shit and tell me what. I got another one for you guys. Melania Gates. Or I'm thinking of whatever, dude. Bill Gates' wife. I mean, I'm thinking of Melania Trump. I don't know what her first name is, but the lady, okay, she's married to Bill Gates. Very questionable behavior, that foundation that they have. For some reason, they not euthanized, but they sterilized all these people in Africa because they were poor, and it was like, what? How? I don't understand. Like, if you look into it, dude, it's extremely racist. Your motivations and the reason you would even do that is fucking extremely. And I'm so glad that they're getting divorced. I hope she becomes completely powerless, because it's just like, if you look into it, I'm gonna do a whole show on it, dude. Because I got the Gates is like, I was like, well, I don't know, man, there's something going on here. And I looked into it, and then the look she was giving him when he was being interviewed, I did not like. And it said something about her and how she felt about that man, that she's supposed to be like, you know what I mean? It was like very like, and I was right, because now here they are getting divorced. And also, I've heard some shit, dude. Now I see why they were fucking with Meghan Markle, dude. They break it down, narcissistic behavior, and you can see exactly, dude. Meghan Markle did this shit, dude. Exactly, grooming Harry to where she even denied it, that she had her friend hook her up with him, because they were saying how all narcissists pick their target. And it was 100% true. And she lied and said, like, oh no, it was totally random. And they proved it. And so that's the stuff in the tabloids that she's talking about. They're picking on me. And that's a thing in narcissistic behavior, dude, that I was like learning about. Like, they pick empathic people. Harry's very empath, dude, because his mother was, and that's what he's into. That's what she fucking, that's how she got to in. She was like, oh yeah, I'm into humanitarian relief too. I feel people's pain. And it was all horseshit. And so that's the stuff that she's like, oh, we got to get out of royal life. They're talking shit about me. Look. But it's all true, dude. And we didn't hear about that in America. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that's a whole nother show, dude. So I'm doing that fucking show. Let's talk about something hardcore and heavy, dude. Because somebody said something to me that fucking disturbed me. Damn, bro. What the fuck you been eating, boy? Lead? Whew. No, just by the smell of my fucking breath. Apparently cat shit. But, no. The fuck were we talking about, bro? I don't know. I can't. Oh, yeah. The Bible does not contradict itself, ever. Okay? Anytime somebody gives you an example of the Bible contradicting itself, they're showing you something that they don't get. Because here's the thing. The Bible talks about things in parables. And if you don't get the point of what they're saying, you're just focused on the parable, I could see how you would say it's contradicting itself. Look, I'll give you an example, because it's very hard. You have to write it down when you're thinking about it. The Bible says, if you reap, you will sow. If you don't sow, then you cannot reap. And then on the other hand, it says, don't worry. This is Jesus talking later in the Bible, because the first one's in the Old Testament, the new one's in the New Testament. It says, do not worry about if God will provide for you. Think about the birds of the air. They do not sow, therefore they do not reap. But your God in heaven still provides for their every need, does he not? And that's what people say, see, it's contradicting itself. Which is it? God provides even if you don't reap or sow, or if you don't reap, you won't sow. Like, which one is it? But the thing is that it's you're using the same parable or the same symbol, right, of a bird eating or reaping and sowing, and you're not focusing on what it's talking about, because it's using an example to talk about something. It's not contradicting itself. It's like, yeah, if you don't sow, you're not going to reap. It's talking about being active, being proactive in your life. It's the truth. It's not talking about like farming advice. Like, if you don't sow the seeds, you're not going to reap. You know what I mean? And in the later parable, when it says, somebody was asking, Jesus said, just don't worry about anything. Give up everything you have, everything you're into, and just worry about loving people and helping people and advancing my cause. Okay? And people say, well, how am I going to eat? How am I going to provide for myself? And God, Jesus said, take the birds of the sky as an example. They don't reap, they don't sow. They don't do any kind of farming at all. But God provides for their every need. They have grain. They eat, right, the best stuff that the farm has to offer, but they don't, you know what I mean? It's saying, it's using the same example of a bird and reaping and sowing, but it's describing two different instances and examples of life situations, right? So it's not talking about the reaping and the sowing, yes, or the birds.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in.
But the story of what it's trying to.
Hey, you sure the shop is on?
Yes, son.
Okay.
So I just want to make that clear. When before people start saying that it contradicts itself, I want you to think about the story that it's. What's the message that it's conveying? The message never contradicts itself. Just thought that was important because people say that a lot, and it's important to do your homework. You can't just say things. And then here's another thing for you too. Somebody used a bad example. Like, well, Christians are like this, or well, one time at church it was like that. And like everybody I notice uses these really bad examples as reasons to justify why they won't get close to God. But I heard a smart person say this. Like, everybody's had food poisoning before, right? Probably pretty bad. But does that stop you from eating? You know what I mean? Like, think about it, dude. Think about it. Does it stop you from eating? It doesn't stop me. Hey, Joe. What's with the ear beating? Are you going to show us some fucking ninjutsu or not? I'm not going to show you ninjutsu. But I'm going to show you... Okay, but I'm doing a video right now, so you're going to have to wait a minute, okay? And I'll do it in 3 minutes. Kids, man, you got to be careful. Here's another thing. Society app. This is something else I want to talk about, dude, because living in a foreign country, a lot of people, dude, not just one or two, but a lot of people ask me, why are Americans so wound up so tight? Why are they so stressed out? Why do they get angry so quickly and lose their shit over like the dumbest things? And why does everybody use excessive amounts of all these chemicals? You know what I mean? Like if it, you know what I mean? And it just got me thinking like that's whether it's right or wrong, that's people's perception of us, dude. And so it's like, oh wow, interesting. And we are, dude. But anyway, ninjutsu. So this is something that I learned from a Filipino knife and stick fighting form of martial arts called eskrima. You've probably heard of eskrima sticks, or so it's pretty cool. But anyway, this is another thing that's like bow staff, like kama sickles. Like if you can get this down, it will benefit you in so many ways. You know what I mean? Like how getting down bow staff allows you to pick up a fucking broom or a fucking branch, anything laying on the ground. I've done it with fucking rifles. Okay, I've done it with spears. A double-ended spear, dude, would be your worst fucking nightmare, especially spinning it and using bow staffs. Go check out my bow staff videos. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Same with the kama sickles, dude. If you can get that spin over the backhand with the kama sickles and work routines with the kama sickles, and you pick up two hammers on a job site, because I've done it, dude. I'm like, wow, look, there's a kama sickle. And you're spinning, bro. Like, it's like, what? It's like, who the fuck is this guy, dude? No, you just did the fucking basics, is what. And the maid knew. They're smart, dude. The masters are smart enough to know. Give them the basics because this will translate over into all this other shit. So, these are called the Stinger missiles. I like them because they're very light and they're very flat. This can easily be packed in anywhere. It's a good backup. Stinger missiles. Look at this shape. They are, they are extremely pointy. They're extremely pointy and harpoon shaped, which I love. There's also a hook. There's a hook, dude, which I told you is great for blocking and trapping weapons, dude. And they're pointy as fuck. So it's a good trapping weapon. Or see, you could use that hook to suppress things and it's bolstered, backed up with that pin, dude. It just fortifies. It's really good design. And then look, it just gets better, dude. Okay, 440 steel, razor fucking sharp. Look at the kink in the handle, dude. The fucking handle's kinked so you can get that leverage, dude. And it gives you the knuckle holder so it doesn't slip out of your hands, right? It doesn't slip out of your hands. These things make a really good, I don't know if you could hear that, but a really nice, it's like a whip, dude. Stinger missiles. That's why I call them stingers. These were great for this technique. Here's the technique. Took me a lot of practice. It looks a lot easier than it is. But what you do, if you can, you start off one at your hip and one on your shoulder. And you move to the opposite side. Opposite hand, opposite side. So what it would be right hand, right shoulder, left hand, right hip, and then you switching to left hand, left shoulder, right hand, left hip. It's really hard to do. If you could just start slow and practice until you can get this down. Believe it or not, it's going to be hard. Just try to do this, okay? Doing it really slow so that you could get it. Because if you start going fast, it's very hard to get in. In fact, if you're just doing this on autopilot, chances are if somebody strikes you and you're not prepared for it, it's gonna knock it out of the way, okay? Also, if you get this down, okay, not only does it's constantly putting you in a good striking position, but your slash, 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 and that's hard to do. If you try to work out just from like a give me 2 slashes and 2 slashes and 2 slashes, dude, it's the same motion. It's what it is. So now every time you do it, if you get that going, see, you can. Ooh, I'm in tight. Whoa, I'm in tight quarters. I'm in tight quarters here. Maybe knocking stuff down, but works really well. So that's our first drill. Okay, works really good with 2 items in the hand. If you had 2 karambits, great. Now I'm going to show you this why. Here's the thing about the stuff translating over into awesomer shit. If you get this down, guy, it works. It makes your nunchucks better, everything. But if you